sunshine and rain. Everybody sing joy. Oh, it says something over there. What's that? Sorry. Hello, love. Hello and welcome. We're saying us some hellos before we get with it. Oh, I love it. It's like every atom is hugging itself. Every atom hugging each other. Beloved, come give me a little air hockey. Beloved, come give me a little air guitar or an air kiss. So alive. Cuties. I love a little snuggle Satsang. It's so sweet. Just a little snuggle, sniffle, snarl. What a sweet homecoming. And what a sweet homecoming. Bodhi, can you turn that around? Yeah. I don't need to see that. Cause all the delay, and I'm like, my hand up here? Is it over here? Is it over there? Is it everywhere at the same time? Everything, everywhere, all at once. Oh, I love it. I see all the themes are coming up so effortlessly. We got homecoming. We got psychedelic experience. So I love that so much. Welcome so much to this moment. Welcome to the place you always are. Welcome to what's always welcoming you. Welcome to this bottomless welcome. And I'm going to ask the flute player if he could maybe pause for a moment. I appreciate your flute, but we're going to just, we're going to move from spa to satsang. Spa song is nice too. We like a little hybrid. What can I help you with? Oh, it's beloved said my life. The sound of Odie almost knocked me upside my tooth. Blankets, anyone? Blankets? Yeah. Homecoming. Psychedelics. Mm. Lizards? Lizards. You know I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you lizards. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you lizards. Smile, bitch. Smile, bitch. Smile, bitch. Ain't your mama sad song. This is not your mama sad song, right? Oh, what a flow. What a flow. This is the flow. Here we are as the flow. Here we are with every thought present as the flow. Here we are with every feeling present, whatever body sensations present, whatever ideas present as the flow. Here we are, whatever body sensations and the thought, oh, I never had this sensation before, or I had a different sensation before. And here we are, interesting thoughts about sensations, interesting thoughts about thoughts, interesting thoughts about the world, interesting thoughts about time, interesting thoughts about this realm, this apparent realm, interesting thoughts about an apparent spirit realm, interesting thoughts about an apparent elemental realm. So wonderful that we get to be engaged in this wondrous virtual reality, in this wondrous appearance, in this wondrous hologram of phenomena, in this wondrous hologram of love, in this wondrous hologram of light. Only one ingredient in all the cosmos, beloved. Only one ingredient in all the cosmos, and that's ice cream. It's ice cream with a bit of quantum sprinkles. Okay. But only one ingredient. It's so sweet that we can get caught up in all the different variables. We can get caught up in all the different flavors. 31 flavors and then some. I got 31 flavors and then some. That we can get caught up in so many different things. And here we are. It doesn't matter how much we get caught up in it. Even getting caught up in it is the full on display of it. Even getting caught up in it is the full on exaltation of this that doesn't move. This that's forever dancing. Don't get it twisted now. This that's so silent and forever singing. Infinite bottomless silence, right as you are, right where you are. So very sweet that we get to notice this. So very sweet that we may think that we need to learn something or believe something or shift something or take notes of something or understand something. How wonderful. And this is much closer than all of that. All of that welcome. Take infinite notes, take infinite learnings, take infinite do infinite affirmations, look in your mirror and get a brush and say, I am a powerful whatever. And how wonderful, how wonderful. And this is still here, still present, still bright, still vibrant, still alive, still wild, still untamed, still present, still fresh. Happy first day of spring forever. Happy first day of spring forever. How sweet. This is the first day of spring as the calendar says it is, and as the time says it is, and as the season says it is. How very wonderful. I love me some seasoning. Slap your mama, go get some. It's delicious. That shit is good. And but the freshness, oh my goodness, so sweet. I love it if we have a story about our last realization. I love it when we have a story about what we experienced on the mat, what we experienced during iboga, what we experienced during ayahuasca, what we experienced when we had a near-death experience, what we experienced when we sat at the feet of our guru, what we experienced when we watched James Newman on YouTube, what we experienced when we watched Kirk Franklin at a gospel brunch, what we experience here, what we experience, and all the different experience, and for a moment to let that relax, to not have to be bound to any past realization, not have to be bound to any past knowing, not have to be bound to any past sensation of oneness, sensation of harmony, sensation of bliss, sensation of ease. Ah, how sweet. A good clue. That's your jam. If it feels new, it's a good clue. It's gonna go. It's so sweet. Is that so sweet? It's so good to notice. And the invitation of that is to notice what's even sweeter and more present than the wondrous display, the wondrous etch a sketch of what comes and what's going. Who are you? Who are you really? Who are you? Present, present, uninterrupted, exalted. This as immediate perception. This as immediate perception. Love as immediate perception. Ease, rest as immediate perception. Each thought, each perception, each feeling, each sensation equally at rest. And we can notice in our own direct experience right now all that so equally points to this moment, this aware intelligence, this loving awareness that you are. Homecoming, homecoming, homecoming. how sweet I was just lying in bed this morning enjoying my 4-inch mattress topper and not your mama sad song. And so very sweet. The comforter, my little fan, and the birds outside that I imagine in my head because it's just construction. You know what I'm saying? And but just so sweet to just feel into like the gift. I love it. I love how Candace O'Denver, one of my teachers, a dear beloved of mine, speaks to an invitation of getting familiar with what is. So I love that we have realizations and aha moments and deep openings and what is it? No. Um, uh, phenomenological experiences in ayahuasca on the mat. I remember that song. Phenomena, do, 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 do. Phenomena, do, 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 do. Phenomena, do, 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 do. Hey. So good. Oh, I'm missing my Muppets Trapper Keeper and my Muppets lunchbox. Oh my, talk about the universe experiencing itself. You don't know the universe experienced itself till you had a Muppet Trapper Keeper or a Muppet lunchbox. Or a Star Wars t-shirt, Return of the Jedi, sitting right there. Yes. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyone have a Jabba the Hutt kink out there in the universe? Probably. This is a vast universe. So fun. All the different display of phenomena, the display. And so I'm lying there in my bed and just grateful for Candace's invitation. That's an ancient invitation in the Dzogchen. The Buddhist predates Buddhism in Tibet. This invitation of a short moment of awareness, repeated many times, becomes automatic or reveals itself to be automatic or reveals itself to be continuous. So just noticing, getting familiar with what's already so naturally your nature, just as natural as your eyebrows, just as natural as your ears. I can't really move my eyebrows that well. Just as natural as your elbow. I mean, how natural is an elbow? And the little stuff that gets on it if you don't put no lotion on it. How natural. How natural our bodies are. And infinite vastness is just as natural. Vast. That's amazing. It's like a string. Just you got them eyebrow movements down packed, beloved Angela. Goodness gracious. Yes, show the world. Show. That's so good. All right, right. Come on now. Come on now. Snap back in, snap back in, snap back in. Go down the eyebrow train now. We go just as natural as getting distracted by eyebrows. This infinite vast intelligence. And how sweet that we can get to know it before we thought it was something we had to get to. Some kind of like video game, Super Mario Brother video game. We had to get the princess. We had to beat the dragon. We had to release all of our karma. We had to cleanse ourselves and purify our souls. We could only have positive thoughts. We can only have positive feelings. We only could have the best body. Can only eat kale or only eat potatoes, depending on whatever diet you're following, whatever wisdom you got going in your head. We can only do this or only do that, only do that, only do that. Gotta go to the cave for 7 years or 70 years. Gotta go to Iquitos. You gotta go lick somebody's toes. You gotta do this. Gotta do that. Gotta do all kind of lick a frog. You gotta lick the back of a frog. You gotta meet. Oh, if you're taking ayahuasca, you gotta pass the threshold. If you're taking DMT, you gotta meet the mechanical leprechaun beings that are gonna tell you the secrets of the universe. And we got all these ideas. All these ideas. Mine, beloveds. Mine. Wonderful display of mine. What a wonderful bouquet of nothingness, empty, no independent nature, and any of those wondrous assumptions. Assumptions is the ass of the universe. A big ass is wonderful. The assumptions, wonderful. How powerful. What an adventure. I need to go and I need to find the golden city. I need to go and I need to reach that mountain. I need to go and find the perfect. How beautiful this hero's journey. It's so perfect. Nothing wrong with it. And if your ass is hearing this message, and if somehow you're here, somehow, just another invitation from yourself to notice if there's any exhaustion there, or you like another option, if you'd like to notice, oh, maybe is there peace possibly here, even during the apparent display of me being at the beginning of my next highest level, or at the bottom of my next highest level, even before I get to the hill, even before I get to the starting point, even before I plug in my Super Mario Brothers Nintendo box in, even before you look at the floor. To notice natural, simple, present, just as you are, the immediacy of the awareness that's here. Awareness. When you get to that next level, let's say you get to that next level, and we have all kinds of thoughts about what that's going to be, right? I remember I used to have thoughts like, oh, and I don't know what kind of thoughts I had. Maybe it was just like I was gonna walk through walls or something, or just move from dimension as many times I want. Like I like this kind of like spacious meat suit accordion or something. Who knows what the thought was, and I'd lie there and be like, oh no, I'm out. Is it happening? Is it happening? And it's so sweet. Well, we have ideas that will never feel pain again, or that will never feel hurt again, or that will never need love again, or never need, that will just totally be. And that is true, but not in the ways that ego thinks about it, not in the ways mind thinks it is, not in the ways thought imagines it to be. It's so very wondrous. But if we give ourselves permission, because it's all a permission slip, all of it, this Leela quantum capsule, sweet, delicious, divine permission slip. I love it. Listen, I can make it spin around. I got a bunch of balls up here. I got balls on my chest. Put them on the glass. See it spin around. And it's good because it also thumps your thymus. Oh, hey. Permission slips, all of it permission slips, inviting us to notice. Maybe in the permission slip, we're finally rest enough, finally allow ourselves to relax enough to notice where we always are, to notice every atom in its place, not just as poetry or a sweet thing to say or a sweet little bumper sticker on a Tesla. There's got to be some soul out there with the audacity to put a bumper sticker on a Tesla. That'd be so funny. I would love to see a bumper sticker on a Tesla. That'd be hilarious. So fun. But how sweet to notice. How sweet. Every atom in its place. Like every thought in its place right now. The thoughts happening in an apparent thought of a place called Cambodia, apparent thought of a place called Nigeria, apparent thought of a place called Cuba, apparent thought. Notice a thought, the whole world happening right here, right now, right here, right now. Every feeling in its place, every muscle, nervous system in its place. And in the permission slip of our choosing, of whatever resonates with us, and in our willingness to rest here as this wholeness, this effortless wholeness, our whole life gets to be a permission slip for everyone we encounter. A permission slip of rest, a permission slip of welcome, a permission slip of I love you, I see you. We don't even need to say it. It's just so natural. And it's so sweet. And how sweet it's like instant, ever present, uninterrupted community, we could say. And a community isn't just the people that think like us or dress like us. It's not, I'm in a new club, y'all, just in case you didn't notice. You'll probably see me wear it my shirt soon. I have a dear friend that had a mystic bitch, amazing sparkle word on her shirt. And I said, well, I want to be part of, if I was to be a part of a club, that's a club I want to be a part of. It's like the Pink Ladies in Greece. So I'm like, all right, mystic bitch. And my beloved friend made me a mystic bitch sweatshirt and a pom pom. I'm so excited. So yes, it could be a part of whatever club, but we discover, oh my goodness, this is community, planet Earth, every soul, every heart, every we share. Oh my goodness, boy, is there, as Byron Katie so clearly says, no such thing as a new stressful thought. No such thing as a new stressful thought. Be in the presence of anyone, be like, oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, bitch. Yep. Ribbon. Oh, Allah, so I can so sit with you. Yeah, that thought is so welcome here. And that one too. That one too. And those thoughts about that thought. Yes, there is enough room for all them bitches. Yes, there's enough room. Enough space. Enough space. Enough room for body, for planet, for experience, for realizations, for openings, for ahas, for transcendence, for transmuting, for ascension, for getting your Merkaba just right, or your Merkaba, depending what part of the world you're in. Getting it just right, getting your energy field all stoked up and pimped out. Yes, so much room for the growth, so much room for the rest, so much room for the falling apart, for the breaking open, for the feeling like, oh, I don't know what the fuck is going on. What the fuck am I doing in my life? Am I finally gonna get it right? Oh shit. I almost got it right, but then I fucked it up again. So much room for these thoughts. So much room. Give yourself permission to be broken. Give yourself permission to not have to know everything. Give yourself permission to have no clue. Give yourself permission to not have to be anything in particular. Give yourself permission to want to be all the things, and give yourself permission to not have to be no thing for a moment. There's a lot of room here. Human beautiful. There's a lot of space here. And we can notice this space, and we are this space. Who is this space? Who are you? Who is this space? This space is you. This space is you. This space is you. Consciousness itself. I love, we were walking down the stairs with Jim the other day, and he mentioned this timeless moment, the timelessness of this moment. And we use words like forever and infinite, not because time continues. It's just this moment, this instant, and then closer than that. But the sense of it is forever. The sense of it is endless. The sense of it is bottomless. But here is so good at being yourself, every facet of yourself. Isn't that sweet to consider? Wow, I'm so good at being myself. I'm so good at being my vast self, my immediately present, infinitely unwavering stability of being, loving all of existence effortlessly. No part of it contrived, no part of it wrestled, no part of it manipulated, no part of it hoped to, wished to, try to. Effortless. If it's here, it's a good sign that it's loved endlessly. Anything appears, it's a good clue that it's loved, that it's welcomed by you. By you. I wrote this song the other day. celebrating the elements. I'm doing an event with my dear friend Deborah Silverman in Boulder, Colorado, April 22nd, 23rd. And it's about the four elements, celebrating the four elements and that which holds the four elements, that which sees the four elements. And the song says, I breathe water, I sing fire, I dance earth, I dream in air. I am great spirit, adorned with elements. I am great spirit, adorned with elements. I am great spirit, adorned with phenomena. I am great spirit. I am awareness, loving awareness itself, adorned with the thought of a life stream, adorned with feelings of a life stream, adorned with sensations, adorned with the experience, the adornment of the five senses, adorned with a hologram, adorned. Ah, such permission. Oh my goodness. Mm. I had the honor to meet with a beloved in hospice the other day, and just speaking to the sweetness of not being mad at their body, not being at war with their body, relaxing whatever ideas they had about, oh, my body's like this because I had bad thoughts. My body's like this because I had bad energy. My body's like this because I had bad karma. Or my body is failing because I didn't follow the plan right. I didn't follow the diet right. I didn't follow the thought right. I didn't follow the energy right. I didn't wear my quantum cube right. I put my crystals in the right place. Or I didn't heal my mama issues right, didn't heal my daddy issues right. Oh, beloveds, what peace, what bliss, what infinite rest as this that has not once been born, as this that has not once been dead or experienced death, closer than the point of view, the data stream of I'm alive as something separate, just a data stream, just a data stream appearing on the screen, closer than the screen, in the ocean, bottomless, surfaceless. One time the first time I met Byron Katie, and I was just, sharing about this poem I wrote, and I said, yeah, like this bottomless ocean. And she looked at me, she said, drop the ocean. Ooh, my nipples went bing. I was like, damn, you want to tell me something, just get me all nice and hot and bothered. You better tell me to drop the ocean. Yes. It was so sweet. So sweet. Me and my friends laugh about dropping the ocean all the time. But so sweet. So sweet. Isn't it interesting when we have our phones? How many images have you looked at on your screen today? How many TikTok videos? How many cats? How many dogs? How many llamas? How many gorillas fucking llamas? How many? That was last week, y'all. That was last week. If you know, you know. How many images? Ah, how many waterfalls? And it's still just the screen, right? It's not, it's you're not when you're not touching the face, you're not touching the leaf, you're not touching the ocean, it's just a screen. Beautiful, wondrous analogy, we could say, metaphor for this that is aware. We think we're touching something, we think we're experiencing something, and that's wondrous to believe that. This is not the don't get rid of that. So welcome, but it's still just awareness with awareness. Still just, we may say that's a foot, just called a foot, but just awareness, awareness. Sofa, just awareness. Thought, just awareness. Feeling, just awareness. Couch, just awareness. Flow, time, The way them ice cream feels all up inside your mouth. Spoon, no spoon. There is no spoon. Just awareness. Just because we call a open mouth sleeping moment an open mouth sleeping moment, and just because we call sounds, don't make it so. It's still just awareness. It's still just awareness. Joy awareness. Joy awareness. Love awareness. Joanne. It's just awareness. Joanne Fabrics, just awareness. No, not that one. No, not that one. It's so sweet to feel into it, and to give ourselves permission to explore. Satsang is the permission to relax the usual tendency to have all of our attention and allegiance on phenomena, someone going somewhere, on thought, the micromanaging of thought, bad thought, good feeling, bad feeling, sorting it all out. Good experience, negative energy, positive energy, constantly. What does this mean to my life? What does it mean to my future? Oh, I need to make decisions because of this thing and that thing and da 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 ding kan tika like a ding 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 ding. Sampan thinking quan chan con rinking thinking ta ding thinking pong kong ping pong song thinking tang kong pa. Wong con chinking ta chan con. You know, if you know the. It's such a cute little song. All right, meaning they're so cute. Anyone have anything you'd like to explore tonight? Any questions? Homecoming, psychedelics, Asbury, ice cream, ice cream. That too. Will we get past the microphone? It's the second. Nope. On the board, on the soundboard, it's the second. You see the mic things on top? That's the first one. That's mine. The second one. So go down. Thank you, love. Yay. For next time. For next time. All right, love.
So I had a noticing as I sat down here and the room kind of began to fill.
Yeah.
I looked around and I noticed that each time I come here,
Mm.
I um, recognize that all of the beloveds I've created in
Hi.
my mind,
Yeah.
I've invited into my consciousness
Ah,
and
so
created for them.
sweet.
And so it's just a sweet thing to sit with.
It
Yeah.
is, right?
Because we actually choose, we actually make those choices.
And
It's really nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
in one part of the dream we do.
Yeah. So, in what part of the dream? So, in what part of the dream is there no dream?
Feel into it right now, in this instant. What hasn't been dreamed? What is just here, closer than a dream that appears, an appearance that appears to be created? What cannot be created? What is inconceivable?
Everything and nothing.
Everything and nothing. Yeah, so good. So sweet. Yeah. Mm. Oh, mute. Yeah. Uh, isn't that so beautiful? What I love is that we get to rest in such a space that the dream is wonderful and the nightmare is too. That the dream is that the appearance isn't the primary source of any sense of well being or any sense of love. You know, when the appearance is the source of these things, boy, do we try to do everything we can to keep the appearances I want to keep manifesting beautiful people in my world. And then we want to control, manipulate, and we can't help but to poop in our own fish tank. It's so innocent. And it's sweet to notice that tendency and that possibility. And then if we rest a little bit deeper, it's like instead of relying on the apparent creation or the apparent manifestation, the shift begins to rely on what's always here, what's closer than coming and going, what isn't bound or isn't limited to an ego doing a good job creating things or not. And what sweetness. Oh my God, what a welcome. What a pure honey. It's pure honey of being. And such a sweet welcome. No sense of wanting to manipulate anything. It's just like, oh hi. Oh, this too is just the sweetest emanation of myself. Oh, this too is the sweetest emanation of myself. And then in that openness, what unfolds is nothing but sweet emanations because we're not in a place of resisting. We're not in a place of a dual eyebrow lifting. It's so good. Nice. But do we see how that, interesting mechanism, you know, it's so interesting, a subtle distinction, but it's nice to feel into. Oh, wow. What if I wasn't engaged in strategies of manipulation? Again, these teachings that we may be really resonant with that totally have their place. Teachings like law of attraction teachings of soul retrieval and if you're on a shamanic path, teachings of what are some other teachings? Teachings of quieting the mind, all so relevant. If you resonate, you go for it all the way to be the best student. You get your own Trapper Keeper, Muppet Trapper Keeper of taking your notes and doing your thing. Wondrous. And again, the sweetest permission slips to notice. Total wholeness here. There's never been a soul that's been split up into chunks anywhere. Not possible. Never been a nervous system that's been out of whack. It's like your nervous system is the cosmos. And in that, every nervous system welcome. Every nervous system winning the golden ticket and the chocolate bar. The lottery ticket of being held by such grace and such sweetness and such permission, which are all qualities of love. You feel into it. Can you notice? These are qualities of the love that you are. Acceptance, this moment. How loved is that foot massaging ball on the floor? How loved is the harmonium? How loved is the Fernando, the fern? How loved is the Ramana Maharshi painting and all the albums and all the forks, completely drenched in this love, completely drenched, soaked to the bone, spirit, soaked to the bone, consciousness, soaked to the bone, awareness. And then how sweet in the practical applications of a body completely welcome, even if there's a sense of unwelcome, totally welcome that sense of unwelcome. Anyone want to explore something else or something to share? Can you unmute it, please?
I'm curious why, because I've even noticed it in myself. There are moments
Yeah.
where I feel like I have way more access to presence, and
Mm-hmm.
other moments where it seems like I'm like constantly trying to find it,
So good.
right?
Now, for a moment, notice that searching for presence or cultivating presence, a sense of no presence, sense of wanting presence, longing presence, and how present, let's say that energy is like a cloud or like a, what would you say that energy is like, this wanting presence or searching for presence?
It's like frenetic.
Phonetic.
Yeah, it's like it feels like the contrast is sometimes I feel like a lot of spaciousness,
Uh-huh.
my awareness, and then other times it feels like a reactivity to
Right.
what's happening around me,
Right.
and things feel a lot tighter and more
Yeah.
condensed.
Yeah. So those two energies,
Mm.
notice what's the same during both those energies and what's the same during a full um, embodied experience of presence.
Mm.
And notice how present is one of them more present than the other, or are they all present? So, if you were to see them like an object in your awareness, just as everything here is an object and an appearance in your awareness, just as every thought you've ever had is an appearance in awareness, just as every feeling you've ever had is an appearance in awareness, just as every sensation you've had is an appearance in awareness, and just as the objects in here, an appearance in awareness. Can you notice how present all of them are? Yeah. So when we can notice, see, in our innocence, we identify as someone who's present or not. And in that identification, we're on a wondrous, somewhere over the rainbow, Dorothy and her friends search for presence. Innocently we overlook, wow, even the sensation of not being present is so present and
Mm.
so welcome.
Mm.
Mm.
So, why is it that in some moments that presence feels spacious,
Uh-huh.
and in other moments it feels um, like there's no freedom in it,
Yeah.
like you're getting pulled around,
Right.
while other moments it feels like things are happening, but it's not
Right.
taking me off center.
So good. So I love another one of my favorite quotes from Ms. BK, Ms. Byron Katie, is we're either sitting, lying, or standing. Everything else is a story. So we could notice in our own experience, what is the activity of mind? To what degree is there resistance to how life is appearing? What thought that isn't true am I believing right now? And in noticing that, that alters, you know, and this moves to the space of where mind is a psychedelic, you know, it's like we take these psychedelics, and one of the best reasons for taking the psychedelics is an invitation to give us the clue, to tap us on the shoulder and say, hey, homie, have you noticed that mind is a psychedelic too? Have you noticed you've always been tripping? Have you noticed that when you believe yourself to be something separate than what is, you's on a trip? Have you noticed that when you believe a thought that you're not enough, that you was on a trip, and there's a biochemical reaction, there's an emotional reaction, there's a sense of either being spacious or contracted, you know? If we're believing the thought, this shouldn't happen, they should see me, I'm not being seen, they should listen to me. Oh, the world's going to some place in a handbasket. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Oh, because this happened in my past, I'm forever damaged. Oh, because I this happened, you know, all of these different thoughts. It's like, how do you react when you believe the story you're telling, including the story of, oh, this energy shouldn't be here. Oh, this feeling shouldn't be here. Really? You know, what an argument with reality. The moment we resist a sense of non presence, or the moment we resist a sense of dread, or a sense of despair, or a sense of blah, or a deep rest, or a depression. And it's a really sweet, the option that we're not taught in our schools, we're not taught with our families. You know, most of us aren't. We're not taught on the TV shows and the movies we watch or the songs we listen to that there is the option to open, to lean in, to allow the sensation to be here, to give it space, to give that being an infinite field, you know, to give it a sanctuary of your beingness. And then what's so interesting with that is that the sensations of presence or not present, or if it feels spacious or not, or it feels tight or frazzled, or there's an outshining. And we no longer look at those as road signs for if we're doing good or not, as road signs to if we're awake or not, or road signs to if we're conscious or not. But they're just appearances that equally announce awareness, just as every shadow equally announces the reality of light. Mm, welcome. Mm, mm. I say during our Leaf and Divine Church, leafanddivine.org, you can go explore that if you like to. At our 3-day weekend retreats that happen once a month, usually mostly last weekend of the month. The invitation to notice what the medicine is at the feet of, what ayahuasca is at the feet of, what iboga is at the feet of, what yet to be wondrous, undiscovered adventure is at the feet of, what psilomethoxin is at the feet of, psilocybin is at the feet of, what is never touched by the medicine. You as the aware stability. So, imaginary medicine for an imaginary disease. Mind experiences mind. Phenomena experiences phenomena. So, mind will experience the medicine. There may be a shift in what is available, what you have access to, what neuro pathways have opened up or have decluttered or have unflooded. Body will experience medicine. Sensations, energy will experience medicine. But you, as awareness, notice in your deepest trip, awareness still untouched. What's aware of your biggest ass trip? What's aware of your K hole? What's aware of your total DMT rocket ship, your 5-MeO DMT blast off into no thingness? First time I did 5-MeO DMT, it was so funny. Oh my God. I was like, oh, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Mind did its thing, body did its thing, energy did its thing. But you, unwavering, truly, it's an attempt to speak to stability. These words don't even touch the reality. And then the good news is not just untouched by the psychedelic of psychedelics, but not touched by the psychedelic of identity, or the psychedelic of time, or the psychedelic of story, or the psychedelic of thought, or the psychedelic of a journey, or the psychedelic of evolution. That is all completely welcome and the best. It's the best. It's the best. This isn't anti anything. This is celebrate everything, all inclusive everything, available to it all. And then what I really love about this invitation to notice who you are closer than human is that it gives us full permission to fully be human in the sweetest way. I wasn't human till I knew I wasn't human. I wrote a song many years ago called Alien that says sacred, no, it says living kaleidoscope forever blossoming, species co dreaming, a breathing philosophy, destined for nothing but self acceptance. The story of Earth is a possible sentence. She keeps writing, erasing, writing, erasing. Here is where I belong. Only one planet with multiple worlds. Hands reach for light, fingers programmed to curl. Octaves of light shine through mental projections. Crystallized truths are a lie in perception, alien perception. Here is where I belong. Here is where I am. If you want to perceive yourself as an alien, if you want to know yourself as an alien, just allow yourself to be more human. If you want to know yourself as an alien, just allow yourself to be more human. Have you noticed the most authentic humans are alien to us? They're so in their presence, so in their authenticity, so in their freedom, so in their flow. They're so sweet that we get to be these soft bodied human beings with all the hilarity, all the absurdity, all the poetry of biology, all the misfirings, all the miraculous everyday accomplishments and wondrous, miraculous digestion and the trillions and trillions of signals that are being read and translated and shared. Wondrous, wondrous. Can you unmute it, please? Thanks.
So I was, I won't call it home, but I went to the place where I grew up
Aha.
this weekend and um, was with my mother and my
Mm,
brothers.
mm.
And first of all, I'm just so grateful for this community and um, just feeling like just knowing there's this place of love that
Mm,
I can be bathed in and
mm.
come home to.
Yeah, yeah.
And not just because it feels nice for me, but just that
Mm,
I'm so grateful it exists after
yeah.
seeing the psychedelic mindset
Yes, the
in the Bay
psychedelic.
Area. Oof. And my mom has dementia, and she basically, so no short term memory. So, the 27th time of telling her how old my kids are and where they are in
Mm,
school,
mm.
I really tried to come in with a bouncy, playful, here we go kind of thing, but it wore me down after
Right.
some time. And then she has 37 scripts. And
Mm,
around me,
mm,
especially, why is your hair so short? Have
mm,
you lost weight?
mm,
why are you wearing those shoes?
Yes.
Those are funny sleeves.
Yes. She better
goes
work. She
on
better
and on,
get it,
right? And we
huh?
kind of, talked about that before I went and how to
Yeah.
play with that, which I tried, and then it just was like, again,
Right.
okay, here we go. And
Right.
it's so cool because I don't take it personally at all.
Yeah.
And yet, just
What a
to
gift. Mm-hmm.
yeah, to Dan's point though, part of me just wore down.
Yeah.
And midday that Saturday, I just lost it. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I think she was getting tired and she was getting really ornery. Um, and I just, I just got completely, utterly triggered and had to remove myself, take a 3-hour break shopping, of course, and for more sleeves and wrong things.
Yay.
But it's just really interesting and so cool to see the scripts, like really see mind broken and yet still working,
Right.
right?
Right.
And I don't know, just really neat to see the way that I still am impacted with all the permission slips in the world. I
Yeah.
didn't mind at all. My brother thinks I have anger issues, which is really funny, because of how extreme my response was. But it just was a response,
Right.
and I really didn't feel like I could help it, and that was
Right.
fine, and got through the trip and cut it a little short, and it was all good. But then also I went to church on Sunday,
Yay,
and
more psychedelics.
more psychedelic mind, yeah. And that was just fascinating,
Mm.
just to be in the presence of all this. It hasn't changed, the
Mm.
same old, and I don't know, it's just fascinating.
37 scripts.
Yeah, 37 scripts, yes, and also with you, and then they actually serve the Eucharist and the cup of wine, and even if there's still COVID, everybody shares the wine.
Right.
And I thought that was awesome, and I was so excited to drink everyone's germs, just like,
Here
woo,
we
I'm
go.
taking everyone in. I don't know, it was really
Yeah,
cool.
nice.
But anywho, so it's just really fun to be there, and then I went to a fundraiser, for some other. It was just really like I was in all the old scripts, and really utterly myself, and
Yeah.
had many discourses with my Harvard brother who
great.
knows everything,
Of course.
and including that we can't call ayahuasca medicine because it's not FDA approved.
Oh, great.
Right.
Thanks for the
So therefore,
suggestion.
it's not medicine. Yes. And I don't know anybody, who struggles from issues of identity or whatever it is. Like, I don't know anyone who has those. Okay. Awesome.
Nice.
Great. So just
Yeah.
fascinating.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
Everyone
really
in
fun.
their
It was
own
really
world.
fun.
Yeah.
And yet I read Human Beautiful, and it was beautifully received.
Oh, that is
Just to
so. Oh, I
speak
just
to-
feel so honored
Just
that
to
you would
speak to
read
the
that.
universality of that sentiment.
Yeah.
It touches
Oh, thank you.
everyone,
Oh, thank you.
even those with
Right.
all the minds.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah. So
Thank
I
you.
just wanted to share that, and the
Yeah.
gratitude of all of this and the medicine it is, so that
Oh.
I can go back and not be wrecked. And I don't even have to say I stayed in myself. I didn't stay in my anything. I just stayed,
Yeah, you just stayed,
until
showed
I
up.
didn't. And then I came back.
Right.
But so it was just really mostly just wanted to express my gratitude, but also just
Oh,
cool to go back and see
yeah, it's so cool.
the roots of my mind.
Isn't it interesting? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
fun.
fascinating.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you, love. I
Yeah.
really appreciate that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Mhm.
amazing. And how sweet permission to know when it's time. It's like, all right, I'm ready to go. Time to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I wore my Human Beautiful sweatshirt. I shared that in the airport, and I had numerous people smile
Oh, so
or say, "That
sweet.
is so cool. What's that about?"
Oh,
And
that's
so
awesome.
again, just the desire's out
Yay.
there.
I love it.
The
I've
energy's
always
out
wanted
there.
a cult. I'm so excited.
Right?
It's just my
Oh, so there. So
My sound
there.
devotee's like, no.
Yeah. Just as long as the Kool-Aid is pink.
Oh, so love it. Yay, Human Beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm so in love with us. So in love
Oh
with
my
us.
God, that's what I was just about to
Oh,
say.
yay. Tell me more. Tell me more. Like, did he have a car?
Tell me more, tell me more.
We get very far.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I mean, that's about all there is to say.
Oh my goodness.
love
I
is
want to
just
hear.
there.
The love is just here.
Ain't
Oh my
nothing
goodness.
else about it.
How delicious.
I
Tell me
love
more
it.
about that love.
There's plenty.
Oh, goodness gracious. There's plenty. I love it. That is a mic dropper. There is plenty. Boom. Mm. Mm. Let's see if I remember this song. Don't want to start in that key. There's a song I wrote many years ago called I think it's called You Can Never Break My Heart. Is that what it's called? But it was a song I wrote in the joy of being willing to be forever broken open, to have my heart be forever broken. And that every heart is already broken. So how can you break my heart? It's already broken, beloved. And it was a song I wrote on relationships. And it says dun 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 boom 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 boom. Wow, what key do I want to start it in? See, I'm gonna learn guitar that way I can have the keys readily available for me. Oh, then I'm feeling my voice. See, a cappella. I think about all those different letters. See, my fear's been granted wings to fly away, and my seed's been planted. My tears and my sweat will help them grow. Oh, my, I feel so good riding the wave of dreams, and you're next to me, the sweetest illusion I say. You could never break my heart. I could never break yours. The beat will echo off the stars that shine. We're free to love each other like two birds that have discovered how to fly with the soul of love. Oh, when you see my love disguised as someone else. Said you gotta go with what you feel. Hey, your heart, your heart will always know. Shut up, we ba the sweetest illusion that I know. You could never break my heart. I could never break yours. The beat will echo off the stars that shine. We're free to love each other, but a zoodoo dada doodles down. There's a guitar solo somewhere in the universe. I'll let you fill in the blank with your own version of it. Yeah, you can never break my heart. I could never break your. You could never break my heart. I could never break your, yeah. You could never break my heart. No, 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 no. Never, never, no, no, no. Already broken. How do you think you ever got up inside my life in the first place? 'Cause this bitch is open, broken open. The heart could only break open. It could only break open. Let that heart break, beloved. Don't shy away from the heartbreak, beloved. Allow that heart to break, beloved. Lean into the brokenness, beloved. It's okay. It's okay to be broken, beloved. Oh, broken, beloved. It's okay to be broken. In the brokenness, you can't help but notice that you're also infinitely whole, infinitely whole. So much love here for you. So much love here is you. All this love, this that's you. Thank you for the satsang, beloved. Thank you for this time together. Infinite hold. Is that what you said? Infinitely whole. Whole. Not your mama satsang. And beloveds watching, feel free to go to my website, ashewiz.com, if you're looking for some self-realization mentorship. Also, go to leafandivine.org if you'd like to experience a safe, glorious, a non-dual experience of a beautiful ayahuasca community moment. Also, there is time. We have a few spots left for Aloha Huasca, which is going to be in Kauai, and I'm so excited. Really, really beautiful embodied integration, beach moments, sweet moments. Anyway, so grateful. I love you. You're also welcome to leave a donation if you'd like. You resonated with, sorry? Oh, yeah, myprivateceremony.com. Hey. And you're welcome to leave a donation. I'll put all my little things there if that resonates. And thank you. Thank you, loves. Yay.